What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Rick Denham here with Holy Moly Outdoors, and it is another exciting rendition of our Test Tank Thursday. This is the second episode, and we're still continuing with our Kokanee Blade Showdown. It is March 22nd, so thank you guys for joining us today. And we're going to take a look specifically at metal blades for Kokanee. We're going to take a look at 4 different types in general, just like we broke down 4 in our last video. This is going to be the Indiana Blade, the Colorado Blade, the Willow Blade, and the Dakota Blade. All are great ones I've used for Kokanee all across where I fish my lakes, and I know they are widely used throughout our country. So for Kokanee, metal blades give a couple different options. It gives you a little bit more flash, it gives you a little bit of sound, and some different vibrations. So you have a couple different factors as opposed to those polyurethane plastic blades that we did last week. You have something that may produce more strikes, it may draw in more fish, and it becomes where it's preference. Which one do you like more? Everything that I run with metal blades has a clevis on them. Now there's 2 different types. You can go ahead and get yourself one of the quick change clevis. They're a couple bucks out there in your local retailer, and they're plastic, which allows for easy quick change on the water. You could start with a silver blade, and you know it's a productive color for the lure itself, and you can change the blade to maybe gold and produce more strikes. So there's options out there that you don't always have to go with just your standard spinner clevis. You know, a size 2 is where I like to go with when I'm running my metal blades. I don't know if this is going to show up very well, but that is the clevis right there. And I run a size 2 for my Kokanee, I run size 3 for my salmon and steelhead, and they work really well. So we'll get started just like we did last week. We're going to run 2 different styles of baits. We're going to go with the squid, 2-inch signature squid from Rocky Mountain Tackle. They are rigged on 15-pound main line. This is P-Line FloroClear with 2 laser sharp Eagle Claw number 4 hooks and a few beads inside the squid. And our second rig is going to be our little rasticle. It's got 2 beads above it, tied again on 15-pound fluorocarbon with 2 number 4 hooks. So we keep everything as simple as possible to make this a fair shake on how these blades look. But you guys are going to be able to see here how this all looks in the water as we take a look at the test tank. So stay tuned. This is going to be exciting. Alright, now we're finished with the testing portion, and I just gotta say how cool it is to be able to see that view. Like I've told in the last video as well, we're gonna be working on really trying to get some actual underwater footage with my water wolf here, but for the sake of seeing what these realistically look like with a little bit of current moving on them, it showcases how awesome of a variety these lures can benefit from with just a different style of blade. When we first look at our Indiana blade here, we're looking at something that works really well in a slower troll. You know, your mile an hour to an hour and a half. You know, these are really great blades for kokanee because they specifically are light. They spin very well at those slow speeds, and they really pair well with any rig that you want to use, whether it's just a normal spinner, a squid, or even a rasticle. For me, Indiana blade is on quite a bit of my rigs, so I really keep that in the arsenal and on hand. Our Colorado blade, which is our next one here, has a deeper and wider cup to the blade itself. So if you are someone who likes to troll slower and in kokanee fishing, you tend to do so, the Colorado blade really shines through at those low speeds. A lot more surface area on that blade due to its width. You can really grab more water and at that slower speed get the blade to turn. So it's a great one for you guys that do those slower speeds for trolling, and it's a great kokanee blade. Creates a lot of flash and it's really good. The Willow Blade was our third one that we had there. It is a more narrow profile, slender version of a blade, has a tight bullet spin around the lure itself. So this works better by far at a faster speed troll. So kokanee fishermen, there are times when this works really well. If something, you know, wanted to speed change, you can go bigger sizes. These are all specifically a special size. Like this one is a 2. You can bump it up to a 3 to have a little bit more surface area to it. But generally a willow leaf blade is going to be trolled at a faster speed than your Colorado or your Indiana. So this one works great on trout for sure, and kokanee it does well in the same way, but you just have to be trolling a little bit faster. So that 1.5 is a great starting point for a willow leaf blade. And we lastly get to our Dakota Blade. This is our pretty unique shaped blade that grabs a bit of water with the surface area. You have 2 sections there for that water to grab onto, and it really kicks around. So you can get extra movement to the lure that you're choosing to use with, and it creates a lot of flash. I like the Dakota Blade for kokanee. There's a lot of companies out there. Rocky Mountain Tackle happens to have some really awesome ones, and you guys can really see that a spinner with a great wide action like that really draws in a lot of fish because of that action. So whether you are looking at a smaller size blade, I mean, you can even use micro sizes. What I use today, and I'll put everything in the link description below. So we had a size 1 of the Indiana blade, we had a size 1 of our Colorado blade, a size 2 of the willow leaf, and this is your standard Dakota size 1. So great blades all the way around. They each have their own purpose, and when you guys can look at something like this for your arsenal, you can have a few different options dependent on the situations you're fishing. Like last week, we went over the polycarbonate blades being plastic, and they each have their place as well for those slower speeds. And we start looking at these metal blades today to showcase when you're trolling a little bit faster or want something a little more flash. The metal blades can really come into play and make a huge difference in your success. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I'm hoping you're enjoying this Test Tank Thursday that we got started up. I'm looking forward to doing a whole lot more videos for this, branching out for different fish species, different companies for lures. We're just going to be going through a whole lot of different stuff, ultimately getting on the water and being able to show you guys some really cool footage of these lures working in fishing conditions. Right now, this is Rick Denham with Holy Moly signing off. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like our channel, give us a thumbs up, or even comment below if you have anything you want us to do or like to see. We got a lot of stuff on the way, so thank you guys again for all the support. We wouldn't be here without you. So we'll catch you guys on the water. Take care and fish on.